be able to put myself in contention going to the weekend, tons of people out there following me and pulling for me, and then to be able to finish it off on Sunday with very little margin for error. Come on! You just can't script anything any better.
Scott Harrington is going to the PGA Tour for the very first time.
Scott Harrington's story is not unique. A talented collegiate golfer, the Northwestern University grad turned pro in 2003, and like many others, he chased his dream across mini tours, PGA Tour Canada, and the Korn Ferry Tour.
I was overmatched. I wasn't ready to play out here, and I really don't feel like I was ready to play out here until I was probably closer to 30 years old. On the Korn Ferry Tour, I mean, depending on where you're at, it's hard to have a successful season if you don't get your tour card.
By his own definition, Harrington's early days were anything but successful. Nearly 10 years in, he was still struggling to make cuts, not having made any on the Korn Ferry Tour for 3 consecutive seasons. But in 2012, with no status yet the will to compete, Harrington Monday qualified for the Price Cutter Charity Championship. He finished second and earned one more chance to keep chasing the dream.
That week was huge. I had been kind of middling away on the mini tours. I'd been winning a lot of tournaments and, doing well financially, but I'd have these really good years and then I'd get to Q school and just miss a second stage. It'd be so frustrating because I really felt like I was ready to get back out here and have another crack at it. There's no guarantees at Q school, you just never know if you're gonna get back out. And, I'd had a taste of this tour a little bit when I was a little younger, and frankly, I wasn't prepared and wasn't ready. But at that point, I really felt like I was ready and much more prepared to make a good run.
With renewed determination, Harrington slowly built a career on the Korn Ferry Tour, putting together solid seasons. First, making 5 cuts, 12 cuts, 13, then 60, until the day that everything changed.
We got married December of 2016, and in July of 2017, she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Went through about 4 months of chemo that fall and winter, and we got rid of it, which was amazing. And unfortunately, it resurfaced at her first 6-month checkup after being in remission.
When Jennifer's cancer returned in 2018, Harrington took a leave of absence, putting his dream of playing professional golf on hold.
I needed to be home to take care of her, and we had a long road ahead of us. She ended up doing about 5 to 6 months of chemo and then a bone marrow transplant. It was just a really, really, really difficult time.
The veteran, who'd been a part of the Korn Ferry Tour family for more than a decade, now needed their support.
Scott Harrington, who's not out here right now, I had a chance to talk to him on the phone this morning and let him know that I was going to donate $25,000 to the GoFundMe page that's there to support his family as his wife is battling. The LMA Classic is donating $15,000 as well. And we encourage anybody who's a fan of the game, donate what you can to help them get through this tough time.
The response was something that was really special and really affected me deeply. I know it's the same for her. It's such a perspective changer. And I was totally guilty of being far too consumed with my career and letting it affect me, positively and negatively. And, something like this happens, it just, gives you such a new perspective on life and what's important. And she's doing great. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Life's hardships often reveal an untapped inner strength.
I'm still a competitor, and I'm never going to change how I am on the golf course or how bad I want something. You just can't take things for granted, and I just want to make the most of, every opportunity on the golf course and off of it.
And Harrington entered his 16th season of professional golf with renewed focus.
Well, it started really slow. I hadn't really played much golf coming into the season, but things kind of got going for me a little bit in the summer. I had sensed this whole year that this was going to be my year.
After missing the first 3 cuts of the Korn Ferry Tour season, coming off a medical extension, Harrington rebounded. He posted 3 top 10s before teeing it up in his hometown at the WinCo Foods Portland Open, presented by Kraft Heinz.
Center cut there, Scott Harrington. What a performance. Look at that look right there. That is determination and focus, and he's feeling it.
Where a tie for second or a solo third would lock up his PGA Tour card.
Gorgeous shot right at the flag, and a wonderful opportunity for Eagle 3.
I don't know if it was just everything that we had gone through personally at home, but I just had this kind of calm feeling all year that whether it was in the regular season or the finals, I was going to get it done, and I was fortunate to be able to do so.
With a solo second in Portland, the veteran moved up 19 spots on the Korn Ferry Tour regular season points list, landing in the 19th position on the 25.
Scott Harrington is going to the PGA Tour for the very first time.
I've earned it. I've earned it. I mean, I've been at this a really long time, and it's really satisfying. If you're somebody like me who's a veteran and been out there for a decent amount of time, I mean, anything short of that isn't successful. To finish it off in the way I did, getting a top 3 finish, and to finish solo second and lock up my first card and in my hometown of Portland was pretty darn special.
Harrington netted a top 25 in his PGA Tour debut at the 2019 Military Tribute at the Greenbrier.
I don't want to compare myself up against the others. You know, I kind of want to look at my game separately, and I think there's a lot of ways to measure success.
Got this for birdie. He's had a couple of good days with the putter, and he will play the weekend.
I want to know how I handle those environments, how I handle those positions on Sunday, how I handle myself as a professional, how I handle myself as a husband and a family guy. Success can be defined a lot of different ways.
Good tee shot, good stroke, tied for the lead.
In just 4 events into the season, he posted a T2 finish at the Houston Open.
It's just kind of validation. You know, to come out and do it on the PGA Tour, I feel is great.
Oh, man. Flag hunting. I like it. Got a chance to try to take it.
I always did think I was going to get here. I mean, my age didn't really deter me. I feel like I am every bit as capable of winning out here as, you know, any 22-year-old. And, you know, I know there's great things out there for me.